Good morning, YouTube. Dog and I are chilling. It's not terribly cold this morning. Just probably turned my heater off, but I wanted to share my Chevy Astrovan conversion. There's not a lot, still, not a lot out there. There's a few, but I'd like to share my progress for anybody else that would like to see what I'm doing. I've been full-timing for about 2 years now. Had an RV before, and it was French and difficult to work on, hard to find parts, etc., etc. So it has moved along, and I'm downsizing to the Chevy Astrovan. This is a nice little handicap van that I got. Lift was taken out and everything was taken out of the back, so I was lucky. It was a bit rough, so I had to completely gut it. I mean, I took down the walls, put in new walls, put the windows back in, completely new floor. Excuse the rocks and leaves. It was a little wet last night, and but anyway, let you guys check it out, see what I'm doing so far. There's my bed. It is a set of three Rubbermaid totes that sit on the floor, two kind of laterally and one long ways, and with the back rear corner setting on a board that is screwed to that wall, basically just to give me room for my air conditioning vent system to go out. It's just three totes. I took some pieces of wood and the little fabric hinges so I could fold it up, and cut the pieces of foam that I got, some 4-inch memory foam. I guess they're remnants, I'm not sure, but they were cheap. They're like $4 a piece at the local overstock supply store. So glued those together and made myself a nice, I think it's 32 inches wide, so just a little bit shy of a twin bed. But it's nice because I can just take any of these storage totes and slide them right out and get into whatever I need to and slide them back in when I'm done. The whole thing, like I said, folds up so I can take it out if I need to and use the whole entirety of the space inside. Move things around, that kind of thing. So I'll show you the back here. Here's my TV and DVD player over there. When I redid the walls, I added some pieces of wood up top, kind of at an angle. Since it used to be a handicap van, there's these support frame bars that used to hold the lift or something in the way, so the height's kind of limited. So I went ahead and added those to give me some storage / it looks cool, and I'm going to be able to attach stuff off of it. Like here, for instance, I mounted my my phone holder, my phone cradle. I use it at night when I'm laying in bed watching TV, and then during the day I put my other phone into it with an IP camera so I can monitor the temperature in the camper and also the interior, so I can make sure he's good. And yeah, so here's the air conditioner. It's a portable air conditioning unit, 14,000 BTU with the new rating, so probably like 10,000 BTU realistically, but it's overkill and works fantastic in this small space. A matter of a minute, and the temperatures drop significantly in here. So basically it just has the tube that comes out the bottom with the hot air. It runs with a dryer vent hose under the bed right here and straight out underneath that wheel well. I wanted to make sure everything was kind of incognito as far as an air conditioner. I didn't want something sticking out. So if you look, I don't know if you can see, but underneath there, right up in there, there's a piece of ductwork that comes out through a piece of essentially 4-inch plastic tubing that I attached. So all my hot air comes out under my wheel well, my air conditioner. I've got my little 3-drawer storage thing here for my snacks, goodies, bathroom stuff here, and kitchen stuff here. They just pull out drawers. The reason I like this is when I open the back doors, I can turn it out so I can, take a shower and cook and those kinds of things out there. My little temporary basket. All my regularly used stuff, I'm going to be building a shelf kind of across here. 2 vertical pieces and some horizontal shelves to store stuff there. And here's my electrical. I've got high amperage 12 volt coming from the front, so when I'm driving down the road and the alternator's running, I can run some high amperage things here. And then I've got a third one there that runs that long cord to the trailer, which I'll show you, which has 12 volt solar. That's what I use to run, say, the fan all day. If I'm not running the air conditioner, it really helps keep things cool by moving fresh air through. I've also got a little 12 volt heater / window defroster that works pretty well in this really small space. We're talking, I don't know, very, very minimal cubic feet of air in here. So, and that actually does pretty well in short-term heating. Anyway, let me show you the trailer here. First tried using a cargo hauler, and that didn't work, and I'll show you why. I run the Predator 3500 inverter generator for my air conditioning and for my water heater, which is right here, and it shook the living shit out of the van. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was just this annoying vibration. It was okay, but when the air conditioner is running and that thing's running at full tilt, drawing full amperage, it kind of vibrated the thing. So, long story short, I got me a little custom U-Haul trailer from the 80s. I think it was probably a motorcycle trailer. It just had these rails on it, and I've added the lid. The lid hinges, locks, slides, so I can get in there. Opens about 6 or 8 different ways. And then there's my shower. I'll show you from the back here. There's my solar panel array. It's the Harbor Freight 100 watt system, 25 watts each. They're amorphous cells. They work pretty good. I've had them a couple years now and I like it. It runs into that box with the controller, batteries, and my tools. And then that runs up to the front to where it goes into the van. A couple water jugs for water storage. I've got a couple more if I need them. They just strap in there with a little strap through the handle so they stay nice and tight there. You can see my water heater. That's a 2.5 gallon tank water heater, not a tankless heater. It draws a lot less power and gives me portable hot water without having to run or be plugged in. There's the generator. I've got it mounted with a chain on one side by the exhaust so it stays nice and cool. And yeah, it works pretty well. So when I pull up to somewhere, I can just pull out my shore power cord and water and hook them up. Otherwise, when I'm on the road, I just plug the shore power line into the Predator generator, and the water line hooks into this 12 volt marine pump that goes into the jugs. So that way I've got water and electricity when I'm on the road. So it's working pretty well so far. I've just got the main power ran up into the van with a little disconnect there I can take off if I need to take the trailer off. Hooked all the wires with disconnects to 12 volt and such so I can pop everything off if I need to leave the trailer somewhere. And right now I've got the yellow cord going back to the hot water heater until I get a splitter that's a high amperage splitter that I can use back here. So anyway, there's my sink / shower. Reach in here. It's accessible from the outside, and I just turn this valve a little bit, and that gives me my water when I'm out. I need to wash my hands. And then when I shower, I've got a curtain that hangs on that and that. And I open my door here and shut my blind, and that fully encloses this area. So this area is completely enclosed. I can pop my shower head out of there and tilt it up, and now I've got and it didn't stay. I need to tighten that. Now I've got a nice shower, nice tall shower. I'm pretty short, but I just stand in here. It's completely enclosed and works great. Nice hot water anywhere, anytime, thanks to the Predator generator. And it's nice and private now. I finally got the curtain situation figured out. I knew I wanted to use something with the doors because it's pretty easy to pop open the door and shut it. So anyway, here's what I've done so far. Feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, and there'll be more to come as I move along. Been quite a bit of work so far. I've been working on it a couple months. And yeah, so far so good. Oh, there's a screen in the back too. Let me show you that. I built a custom screen enclosure so I can leave the doors open when I'm around and not have bugs come in and the cat and the dog don't get out. So I basically just bought some really heavy duty fiberglass screen and pulled this trim out along the edge, glued it back in with the screen in place, and where the two came together I glued on with some fabric glue. Nice little zipper so I can zip up the whole back all the way down to the bottom, and it's closed, which is great because that lets some air in. I'm going to do the same thing to the other door eventually, but I think I'm going to do something that doesn't zip down the middle, maybe something that, you know, goes across the top and down the side so I can pull the whole screen off to the side. So still undecided on that, working on what I want to do and how I want to do that. But there's my little portable heater for 110. When I'm plugged in, that warms this little tiny thing up pretty quick. There's my Bluetooth speaker that I use both in the van, at work. I carry it in. It's nice. I just pop open the back door here and turn it up and I can hear it outside. But got my coffee pot cooking stuff, all that good jazz. So got a curtain across the front. There's my 12-volt light that runs off the solar. It can stay on all the time and never an issue. It's such a low draw. And yeah, so we're getting there. I'll post any updates and let me know if you guys want to see anything specific. And hope you guys are loving the van life out there. Take care.